guys, Sri Lankan. Sammy retired with mom and dad. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well. Let's just check to make sure everything is good. Yeah, everything is sounding good on the live stream. I am Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I am a Canadian citizen living in Sri Lanka, semi-retired. Let's turn on the music. Love that music. I'm in a little silly mood today. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't really have much to talk about. Maybe I'll just do a health update, weather update. Got my coffee. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, that coffee is so good. I find that if I don't drink coffee, I get I don't know what a headache is because I've never had a headache. But I feel like weird in my head if I don't drink coffee. Anyways, just organizing my desktop here. Oh, Sunday, what a day. I need to get to bed early tonight. I finished work around 2:30 in the afternoon in Sri Lanka. I have to record a YouTube video. I'll try to do one or two this afternoon. I should finish by 3 o'clock. I'm gonna relax, play a video game for a bit, then go to bed. Because this new job, the schedule is kind of weird hours because of the time zone difference. It's not, the problem isn't the afternoon shift. The afternoon shift is 11:30 till 2:30 Sri Lankan time. That's no problem. The problem is the night shift when I am calling in the evening to the UK, which is from 10:30 till 1:30. And that is the time I normally go to bed. Because then I get a full 4 hours sleep and I have to wake up and teach class. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to, if you guys remember, oh, by the way, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate everyone who watches. I see you guys watching. And if you're watching, please click the link and make a comment. That really helps the channel. Really does. Oh, that's so good. So good. The problem is I need to get that 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I can do 6 hours and then take a nap in the afternoon. But I need to get that 8 hours. And right now it's only 4, sometimes only 2. And if you guys recall, last year, every year I have this amazing job in the second half of the year, 6 months of work, 30 hours a week, which basically is a year's salary in 6 months. And it's such an easy job because as the months go on, the students become lazier and stop showing up to class, but I still get paid. So that contract is coming next month, which means that my time between 9 and 2 is going to get filled. So which means that I'll have between 9 and 2 Korean time, which means I'll have between 5 and 9 to sleep. It's only 4 hours. Jeez, I really hope I get some sleep. But it's a sacrifice. And this is what I've always been talking about, is sacrifice. You have to sacrifice if you want to get ahead. Otherwise, you just keep working for the rest of your life until the end comes. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I finally got access to my Canadian pension account, government pension account online, and it's good money. I mean, I can't live off of it, obviously, but it's a nice little bonus when I get to my retirement in 2 years or 3 years. I'm definitely going to do retirement within 2 or 3 years. There's no question about it. It's just, is it 2 years or is it 3 years? It all depends on how much money I save. Sorry, how little I spend. And here's what I've learned. I've learned two things recently. Don't listen to the government. They're not in it for you. They're in it for them. Okay? Nobody in this world is in it for you. Not even your own family. They say they are, but in reality, they're in it for what they think is right for you. Only you know what's right for you, honestly. This is something I've learned. Nobody's in it just for you. Not even, I'm not religious, but not your doctor, maybe your doctor a little bit. But at the end of the day, only you is in it for you. So, where was my point? Where was I going with this? Geez, I'm tired. Number one, it's not saving money that makes you rich or gets you to your goal. It's not spending the money that you have. Listen to me again. Saving money doesn't get you to the end. Not spending money. You can make more and you can work yourself into the ground. Now, and the other thing is I've never had a real job. I don't have 9-to-5 jobs where I go and I do work. Like I don't push paper or anything like that. I've never done that. I've been a salesman. My whole life I've been a salesman. And being a salesman means you work 9 to 5. There is no overtime. There is no working late for a deadline, right? Because you're not contributing to the greater good or the team work where you have to work till 10 p.m. to get the report out. No, it doesn't exist. Once in a while there's your yearly projections and your reports and stuff like that, but those are back in the day. Those were paper. Today they're all automated. I mean, I'm using a new system and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is so incredible. And the AI tool, everything is in one app: SMS, email, and voice. And the voice is transcribed, so I don't have to write notes. I used to have to write notes in detail as to what the heck the customer was talking about. Now the AI tool writes it all. Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. It's so easy to be a salesperson. I just read the script, hit the rebuttals, and make the sale. It's just, oh my God, it's so easy. It's so easy. I'm just waiting for my boss to tweak the website so that better leads come in. Now, technically, I have to make the cold call, but it's somebody who has actually gone to the website, looked at the product and service, and entered their information. So they're uniquely interested. These aren't just people who are blindingly surfing the website. There's qualified and unqualified, and there's certain qualifications that are required, but most of the people are qualified. So it's so easy, so easy. So you can make more money, but if you're not making more money and you are making just minimum wage or whatever, stop spending like you're super rich. Stop spending. I'm watching this guy, Caleb Hunter. It's a Caleb Hunter. He is absolutely hilarious. Whatever Caleb, anyway, this guy is I don't know what you call it, but he tries to help people, and he does. He does a good job. He has a program that you can buy into, and it helps you get out of debt. And these people, these young people in America, are in debt, like 5-figure, 6-figure debt, and they're like not even 25. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know how this turned into a finance thing, but I don't want it to today. I don't want to go down that road today, because we can talk for hours on finance. But so the two things I've learned is that government, whoever is telling you advice, even me, well, yeah, even me, because I'm trying to give you advice so that you will join my channel and support me. That's true. That is true. But I'm not giving you fake advice, or it's not advice that will benefit me. It's advice that will benefit you, and if it benefits you, you will put your I don't want to say trust, but you will reward me with a subscribing, maybe a membership, maybe a support. But I'm not going to lie to you, because if I lie to you and you discover that, you're not going to support me. So I'm not giving advice. I'm giving real world examples based on my experience. So number one, nobody out there is in it for you. Number two, when people give you financial advice, I'll give you the example. The government is not telling you the truth. They're leaving out certain things. And here's a perfect example. Save your money in government, put it in tax-free account and everything like that, and blah, 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 blah. The reason they ask you to do that is so that the economy has money in the bank, so that the banks and the government have money to run the country. They're using your money. And I've used this as an example all the time. People constantly, oh, I got a huge tax refund. And I say, no, you didn't get a tax refund. You lent the government money for 18 months tax-free, interest-free. And you lost 18 months of interest. So that's where the truth is. The government says, oh, your pension, you can take it at 60, but if you take it at 65 or wait till 70, you'll get more per month. I'll get way more per month. So the difference between me, between my pension at 60 and 65, now you have to remember, I only put money into my pension for 21 years, about 18 till 30, 20 years, 21 years. That's all, the length of my pension, from 18 till 39. The difference between my pension at 60 and 65, I didn't write it down. Anyway, so the government says don't take your pension till 65 or even wait till 70. So the difference, let's pretend you waited, you you took your money at 60, and let's say you live to 85, and you took your money at 70 and you live till 85. The difference in the total amount of money that you would receive over that you would lose in 10 years, okay, is $50,000. So $5,000 a year. It sounds like a lot of money, but is it? $5,000 a year. That's 1 month's high-end vacation for me. 1 month. That's a vacation. $50,000 is not a lot of money. So here's what I'm trying to say. You take the money now and you get it now. And what they're saying is, oh, we think you're going to live for a long time, so why don't you just wait? No, take the money now. You don't know what's going to happen on the back end. Take the money now. Take the money now. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. In about 15 years, Lady Sarah is going to be 45-ish. And I've told her part of my wealth transfer is to have you receive the death benefits. Why should that money go back to the government? Somebody should get it. I said, let's get married so that you can receive my spousal benefits. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's money. It's my money. It's my money I gave the government for 20 years to do with what they want. To waste is basically what it is. So I'm going to take it back out of the country. Yeah, you know, there's a moral thing like I could help future generations. No, I don't care about anybody. Nobody else cares about me. I'm dead. I don't care. That money should go to someone who can use it to go on vacation, buy a coconut, you know, whatever. So I'm going to suggest to her to take the lump sum payment, and then she can divorce me, and that's it. Paper marriage. The people who are going to get my money are like 2 or 3 people. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. So government makes it sound like it's better for you to wait. And the reality is that no, it's not. They want your money in their pockets to benefit them. Good day, Darren. How are you? Hope you're doing well. It is a cold day here in Sri Lanka. It's 26 degrees. It's chilly. I'm wearing a shirt. I'm wearing long pants. I'm wearing socks. It's cold. Cold and rainy. It's either too cold or too hot. What's going on here? Well, we had to import salt, whereas Sri Lanka is a net exporter of salt because there was a salt requires 45 days of sunlight to allow the salt to evaporate, the water to evaporate so the salt can be harvested. If it rains, it ruins the crop. And that's what happened this year. We had early rains in the salt fields and that destroyed the crop. So we export a lot because we overproduce, but we had to import it. So there's a problem. All day Sunday today, the entire city of Colombo has no water because they had emergency repairs. And that goes back to my infrastructure video, which should come out to Monday, or already came out, or no, it's coming out Monday. And infrastructure is that the infrastructure here is just taped together, hoping it doesn't break, because when it breaks or needs maintenance, the whole system has to be shut down. There's no backup. You know, we get brownouts, we get water problems, we get infrastructure breakdowns, etc. It's god awful. You get used to it. You get used to it. Mom is making rib curry today. I'm so excited. Oh, I love it. Went out for a great dinner on Friday night. My schedule allows it so that I can go out in the afternoon and early evening. So we went out to Negumbo to our favorite restaurant. And Darren, you remember the restaurant we went to have dinner, the Italian restaurant in Negumbo? That's where we go. Oh my gosh, the food there is so good. Yeah, 26 and sunny. Let me tell you, 26 is cold for me. I like it 30, 32. Anything above 32 is gets a little sticky, but 30, 31 is my comfort zone. 28, 29, I start to feel the chill in my toes and my nose and my earlobes. Like right now, my ears are freezing cold. I don't know what it is. I'm warm-blooded. 5,000 years of genetics. The new job is going great, brother. Let me tell you. Other than the hours, and I'm going to adjust those because the owner of this company is just a single guy, right? And he's 37 years old. He's really smart. He's got the degrees. He's got the drive, the ambition, and the knowledge. And he's investing, excuse me, he's investing his money to learn the business from mentors. And he's using all of the web-based tools that are available, like hiring through freelancers like me. So his original plan was 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. I don't need 3 hours to do this job. I can do it in an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm going to approach him and say, listen, you know, I can do this job a lot less. I don't have to break my back, break my balls waking up at this hour and staying up all this hour and doing, you know, just sitting there online, because you don't have, right now, I'm very good at what I do. And the tools you've given me, the web-based tools you've given me, allow me to do my job faster. Whereas before I had to do a lot of paperwork. Now it's already done. Everything's done. I don't need to do anything, which I love. Oh my God, I love. I can just go to selling. So once he starts getting me more leads, which happened yesterday, I got 3 leads yesterday and 1 sale. Once the website is finely tuned, which is happening today or tomorrow, we should be getting, the 4 leads I need to close. My goal is to close 4 leads a day, which means I need about 10 leads. I need to talk to 10 people. To talk to 10 people, I need to do about 40 calls a day. 20 in the morning, 20 in the afternoon. 20 dials, right? A dial takes 10 seconds. I just push a button. I don't dial a phone number. The computer does it for me. And my script is probably 5 to 10 minutes long. Not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes to book a call. So it's so easy. There's no time. There's no stress in this job. It's so easy. These are people who are actually interested in buying the product. So I'm happy about that. So what else is going on? Oh, my blood work came back, and no surprise, I'm vitamin D deficient. Because I don't go outside. I live in a tropical country and I'm vitamin D deficient. That's so funny. So I got to go on some supplements. Otherwise, kidneys are healthy. Liver is just a tiny bit fat. Like nothing to worry about, it's that. There are a few warning signs, which have been like standard in my health profile for the last few years. I'm at the high end of normal. So I have to watch that to prevent it from going into like hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, those kinds of things. So there's no history of diabetes in my family. Oh no, my father has it. Dad has it. Does he have it? Or he had some problem, which is now taken care of. So I've gotten rid of my high blood pressure. My cholesterol is a tiny bit on the high end, which is understandable because I don't exercise. But I eat well, and it says all of my other glands, like B and niacin, thiacin, calcium, and all those other beautiful vitamins are doing well. Added some peptides for my bones to help strengthen my bones for the future. Gave me a whole bunch of other supplements, fish oil. So I sent that off to the pharmacist, and I'll get the price point for that, which shouldn't be much. 30 days, it should be about $45 US for 30 days worth of pills. So cheap here, so cheap. So, yeah. What else? Getting ribs today. So pork rib curry. Mom's pork rib curry is just so juicy, and wish I had bread for that. This would be so good. So next week I'm going to talk about online shopping in Sri Lanka. So what has been my experience, and what could you expect? What services do I use? What are the pros and cons? The pitfalls to watch out for? And then a follow-up is online security. What should you do? How should you protect yourself in this day and age of ever-evolving security threats to your personal information and financial security? And then the following week, I'm going to talk about internet, Prices here in Sri Lanka. A lot of people a little confused because there's so many options, mobile and desktop. And security. Going to talk about the rental market in Sri Lanka. I'm not an expert on it, and I'm not involved in it. But what I'll do is I'll go through some of the websites that provide information and some of the tips that I've learned from people. Then I should probably by then have some updates on my surgery, and then I need to do some cost of living and the economy update. And then in the rental one, I'll do a follow-up about buying a home in Sri Lanka. Buying a home as a local versus buying a home as an expat or foreigner. Yeah, internet is very good, you know, and the thing is that setting up internet is so easy from an infrastructure perspective. Because it's like in the old days, it was over copper wire. Today, you theoretically can transmit Wi-Fi, which is what my parents used to have. The only problem in Sri Lanka is the data caps. The speed is not an issue anymore. The speed is so fast these days, whereas in the old days, you would pay for speed. And the websites were getting faster and faster, but now the data is compressed. Websites are more efficient. I'm getting 300 down and 150 up, and I have 2 terabytes of data a month. I'm barely using 60% of it. I'm at the end of it's the end of the month, and I'm like, I think 1.2 terabytes I've used out of 2, and I have 5 days left. So I'm gonna probably download a whole bunch of TV shows for mom. She's right now she's watching The Crown, which she likes, and then I think I'll download next Sopranos and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul for her to watch. Starlink is here in Sri Lanka, which is why all of the companies here reduce the cost of their fiber service. I'm on the fiber service. The fiber service is expensive here. It used to be for me $100 a month, and the price came down to about $60 a month. See, Starlink is only good for someone who cannot get reliable internet service. Rural internet. Okay? Because the problem with Starlink is that if you have bad weather, snow or heavy rain, you don't get internet. It just doesn't work. The signal is not strong enough and the dish is not big enough. Whereas satellite TV has improved their services from the old days with stronger signals. Starlink is just not there yet. Yeah, fiber's king, brother. Let me tell you, I will never go anywhere else but fiber. I mean, I used to have 500 megabits per second and 250 upload or 300 upload. The fastest I ever had, other than South Korea, which has the fastest internet. South Korea and Qatar or Dubai fight over the #1 speed record. Japan and Middle East. East Asia and the Middle East fight over the top internet speeds. It goes back and forth between them. But on average, South Korea has very high internet speeds. I used to get like 5, 6, 700 megabits per second. The fastest I ever had was fiber in Subic Bay, Philippines. 999 megabits per second. That's the theoretical limit. It was incredible. I never experienced it. And it was unlimited internet. Oh my gosh. It was so wonderful. I loved it. But the quality of internet here is, I mean, you can see I'm live, right? It's just a crappy webcam. But I need good internet for my job and everything like that. And for my sanity. I mean, I play video games, I watch movies. I need that. I'm an internet guy. So anyway. Other news, Lady Sarah approached me and she's like, I should really come and see you in October. And I was like, yes, you should. And then we were talking about the difference between the price of meeting in Thailand and her coming here to Sri Lanka. And I said, honestly, it's cheaper to go to Thailand because, see, she's got vacation. East Asia has the Thanksgiving vacation. So the price tickets are ridiculous. Here, the ticket prices are actually cheaper for me to fly out. They're about $100 cheaper at that time. So I'll get to that point in a minute. So for her to come here, she has 12 days, which means she only has 10, because she needs 1 full day to travel. You know, like 18 hours to travel. I'm not talking to fly. I'm talking get up, drive to the airport, check in, fly, drive home. You forget that you have to add those travel times for your vacation, which is about 18 hours to come to Sri Lanka. Only 9 hours of it is flight, if it's a direct flight. If you're doing a layover, add another 6 hours. So I told her, if you come here, October is the end of the rainy season. So there's only one place we can go, which is like up north. And if she comes here, I want her to go to Sigiriya. I want her to go to the lion safari. Sorry, not lion safari, to the safari. I mean, we can go to Vilpattu, but I would rather her to go to Yala. Going to Passaguda and Nila Valley near Trincomalee, yes. Going to Jaffna, yes. Sigiriya, yes, we can do that. But it's just rushing. I don't want to do that. I would like to do, the perfect trip would be Pinawela Elephant Orphanage, Kandy, Sigiriya, or Sigiriya, Polinaronua, Trincomalee, come back down to Kandy, Ella, Yala, Mirisa, Weligama, Gaul, and then back to Colombo, Hikadua, and then Colombo. Yeah, Yala is busy, but I would go to the other park next to Yala. I can't remember the name of it. The one that is less famous, but still has incredible animals. So Yala is the southern one. There's another one on the next to it. You can't drive from the southern end. You have to go around. So coming from Nurelia, we can actually, it's easier to do that route. Desmond has commented on if we had 1 month, the route that we would take and what we would do. It wouldn't be like go. It would be like go and stay for a day or two. Go and then stay for a day or two. Go to a beach and stay for 4 days, 3 days. But I found a place in Thailand, and I have to show you guys because it is incredible. I've been once, I know where it is, but I only stayed for the day. I didn't stay there. Let me share my screen here. So here's Thailand. Here's Bangkok. This is Pattaya area. Okay. And here is Rayong. Rayong is about an hour away on the southern side. Let's just zoom in here. And it's a remote area, and just look at that. Just so beautiful. You just walk out into the ocean and go swimming. The place I want, I can't remember where it is. It's either over here or over here. Ah, here. So this condo right here, this one, across from the beach, right, is for 1 week, $500 US. But there really is nothing close by. I mean, you see, look, you have to travel a little bit to get to the city. But there's a couple of restaurants in here, a couple massage parlors and stuff like that. But the beach is just, I mean, look at that. This is a beautiful picture. Tide going out. Just spectacular water. Yeah, I mean, it gets rough, obviously, like with any ocean. But it's clean. The water's incredible. So that's where I want to go for. Oh, sorry. Let me get back there. So what I want to do is I want to spend a couple of days there and then a couple of days on Koh Samet. Koh Samet, look at this water. So here's the resort I want to stay at. Just look at that. Just walk right out into the ocean. They have their own little cove here, so not many people walk around here. And just look at that water. Like Lady Sarah loves her snorkeling, so she'll be able to do that without me having to go out with her. Well, I'm going to just to keep my eye on her because she loves to just go in the middle of nowhere and disappear. I'm like, no, you're not doing that. Not anymore. Just look how clean that water is. She's gonna love it. It's very quiet and remote. So a couple of days on the mainland and a couple of days on Koh Samet. So she'll come, and then I will spend another like couple of weeks or a month in Pattaya to meet up with friends while she heads back home. So I'm tentatively planning that for September, October. I need to get away. I always need to get away. And yeah, I need to get away. I need to think of a trip that I can do that isn't expensive. I'm currently negotiating with a real estate agent to get me a place for a month. And that's cheaper than Airbnb because Airbnb has fees and services, service charges, and etc. But if you negotiate directly, I've been there enough times now that I can deal with directly with the owners. But the next time I go in February, if I go to Thailand, if I'll end up in Thailand again. Like wherever I go with Lady Sarah, like if we go to Vietnam or Krabi, I'll end up back in Pattaya. Is I will spend 2 months there, and my off time will be going to see condos and getting the phone numbers and names of owners so that I can contact them and deal directly with them, build a relationship to find a place cheaper, and build a trust, right? Because when you have Airbnb, there's an intermediary. So if there's any issues, the intermediary protects both parties. When you're dealing directly, you have to be a little bit careful. But these guys are not out there to, there are a few, and you have to be careful of agents. You have to be careful, right? So that's why I'm going to say, look, I'm going to come for 3 days, and I'm going to get my own place. I'll get a hotel or something for 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to come and see your place. And no, I'm not paying a deposit because there's no protection. I don't trust you. I don't know you. I'm not going to put a deposit. If I don't feel comfortable, I'll just go back to Airbnb. And like I said, build relationships. I have relationships with a couple of people there, but those condos are too big for me. I want a simpler 1-bedroom or studio apartment, because if I'm going to stay long term, I want a simple place. So yeah, but I need to get away in September, October. If Lady Sarah's not coming, I'm going to think about going, but I have to see what I won't know until the end of July whether I'm going or not, because I got to see if my new contract comes into play, and I need to see how this new job is going. What's the reality of it? Because it's a growing business, not an existing business. It is an existing business, but it's a new business, and it's growing. That's why he's hired me, because he wants it to grow. I like his entrepreneurial spirit. I like his style, his personality. And I like the way we work together. So I'm going to give it a shot. Otherwise, guys, this is a pretty simple week this week. I want to say thank you. Again, we are doing lives on Wednesdays. So what I'm going to be doing is Wednesday, the midweek podcast is going to be at 10 a.m. Sri Lankan time. And then the live stream, today I had to delay it because I was just so tired. But it looks like for the next little while, it will be 9 a.m. on Sundays. Between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. 6 a.m. for June, and then 10 a.m. in July. Again, depending on my work schedule. So for now, midweek podcasts are going to be happening pretty regularly at 10 a.m. and the Sunday Fundays are going to be a little bit earlier. So join me for those, why don't you? And celebrate life. I have a new saying here. Oh, I used to say, celebrate life with good friends, sharing great times. That's what I used to say when I used to be a club kid and a party guy. Now I say, um, now I say, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet. That's how I see the future. That's how I see life right now. It's a very positive outlook. I like that. Because personally, I hate people. They're so difficult. It's so much work and so much effort. Um, and this is why I love you guys, because we're the same. Those of you who have connected with me, we're on the same page. When you go out in public and you meet people, you don't know how their personality or their style. You just see them and you say, hey, hi, Lady Sarah finds it funny that I can go and I can talk to people anywhere, anytime. But I said, those are for now friends. They're not forever friends. Those are people that you're going to talk to for a few minutes and then that's it. It's over. You're never going to see them again, especially on vacation. So she says, how do you do that? How do you just go up and talk to people? And I'm like, I'm an open personality. I have no problem. But the channel is doing really well these days. For some strange reason, my shorts are doing 1,000 views, 2,000 views, but it's not translating to people watching the videos, which I don't know why. I gotta figure that out. I gotta try to nudge it along, but that's later. I don't have the time right now. And I'm not gonna hire somebody to do it. So anyway, let's wrap it up. I have to get to work. I have to start dialing for dollars. But I am Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. I am so happy you guys are watching, liking, sharing, commenting. Please support the channel by clicking like and leaving a comment. Leaving a comment really helps the channel because it shows the algorithm that you are interested. Okay, it shows the algorithm that you want to engage. I will always follow up because that helps the algorithm a little bit more. And it helps get this channel in front of people who are like you, who like this kind of content. So if you do like this kind of content, please help me get this out in front of other people, because the more people I have watching and interacting with me, the more I'm motivated to keep doing better. I appreciate your time, guys. Darren, you are the best. I love you so much. Please give Janet a big hug for me. Enjoy your week. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. Please be good to each other. And remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. They are both doing well. They say hi. Mom went out for a social event yesterday with her high school friends and came home late and a little tipsy. She had fun. I am off to work. Sunday Funday. Guys, thanks again. We'll see you all on the other side.